shot. This is the shot credit tutorial series. This is part 2. Shout out to you if you watched part 1. So, the spin move I use is spin jumper normal number 9. And with any spin jumper you get, first thing you gotta understand is there are base animations that are not within the package you select that you're gonna have anyways. They're free. They're extra animations. They're very useful. They're very versatile. Learn those first. Don't learn yours first. Learn the ones that are the base ones that are not in your package first. Because those are the ones that are going to activate by accident that you're going to want to be able to time. And you're going to want to always know the timing for that like the back of your hand. So first of all, there are basically 2 types of spins, and no, there's really 3. I'm gonna say there's 3. There's 3 types of spins, and the idea is the 2 basic tenets of it are you can spin to the inside of someone and get underneath them, or you can spin away from somebody. Those are the 2 uses for that. And the 2 different types of spinaways are you can spin to the side of somebody and you can spin back away from somebody. And that's why I kind of said 3. So the idea for the first one you want to practice, which is in their base animations. So good time to use this. Let's say, let me give you a scenario. 2-3 zone, they're running you off the 3 line. It's a pro-am, it's rec, it's whatever. They are very good at help side at the rim. So you don't really want to go for the layup in this situation. You don't really want to go for a dunk in this situation. You want to get to that free throw line. Oh, the coveted free throw line that everyone tells you about the first time they ever run into a 2-3 zone. Yes, but instead of standing there like a dummy, you want to actually get by your dude, and as he's going to hand you off to the next guy, you spin after crossing the 3-point line into the dead zone, is what I'm going to call it. The zone where the zone doesn't touch anymore. You're going to spin inside of the person, and it's a free bucket. It's going to be at the free throw line. They're not going to guard you very hard. Or if they do, you're going to crack them. So it's one or the other. And you're inside leverage, taking a wide open midi at that point. Green this, practice the shot in the prom, the rec practice arena, the prom practice arena, practice in your my court, practice one-on-one against a friend until it's green every time. Shot meter on, shot meter off, does not matter. Just practice it. Whatever you use, whatever's good for you, practice it until it's green every time. The next one that I'm going to teach you about, this is my favorite one. Doesn't have to be your favorite, but with the spin jumper number 9 that I use is really, really fun. When you're going hard left, you're running across the 3-point line like this, you can spin away from the person, and that shot that you create running away from somebody on the 3 line, running across the 3 line and spinning from the left side and spinning back right is going to crack everybody's ankles and get you hella space, and it's a 3. It greens like crazy. If you have all your badges, it greens like absolutely crazy, and it's a free 3-pointer. They're not even going to guard you. They're going to think you're crazy. Who is this guy taking a spin 3-point shot? Who does that? You do that now because you've learned how to do it the correct way, where it's efficient. This is no less efficient than the left-right cheese that the YouTubers be telling you about. It just takes a different type of practice. It's easy to sit there all day and practice a jump shot, but you have to think about it to practice a spin. You have to know what spin you're taking because there's different spin animations. This is what it looks like right here. Going across the 3-point line, going left, you spin back right. The idea behind this, and let me be technical, you're running away from the basket. You're running along the 3-point line. You're double tapping square while sprinting. You're not leaving the sprint at any moment. You're double tapping square, and then out of that, you're holding the square button and finishing through. You're following through and greening it. Very good against a one-on-one coverage. Man coverage. Great against that. He's got clamps. Any clamps, even Hall of Fame. He's riding your hip, spin off him. His ankles are all over the ground. He's picking them up. He doesn't know what to do. He's slipping and sliding. Finish the shot. Don't hesitate. Don't try to pass out halfway into the jump shot. That's not a smart thing to do. I don't like jump passes at all. Finish the shot, follow through. The other one you can do, that was my favorite one, but that's not the only one. I counter that. So sometimes I go hard left, like I'm about to do it, I do the dribble back. I flick down on the right stick, I do the dribble back. I go hard left, I do the dribble back, and then I'll go hard right, and I'll spin. I'll do the one going right and away. What that one does, because that animation right and away is different from the one that's left and away. That one does not get you a 3. The one right and away does not get you a 3. The right and away is good for, and let me be very specific here when I say this. If you've spun to the inside of somebody enough, you've got that midi, you hit the free throw line midi enough with that spin, eventually you run into people that are going to play the 2, and the way they're going to play it is you're now a target because you've hit difficult shots effectively. They think you're the main scorer on the team or one of the main scorers on the team. They're trying to stop you now. Okay, usually when people do that, they try and trap. They try and throw quick, they try and blitz you quick, and they try to throw quick traps at you. When that happens, a lot of times what you'll see is they'll actually trap you. The one person will run you from the 3 line to the midi, but then the second person will try to trap you at the midi. This is perfect for that scenario, right? And that's a unique scenario. That's not a scenario you see every game, all game long, all the time, but it's one that happens to me quite often. It's one that I run into probably once a game at least. And when that happens, you now have a move in your tool belt that no other YouTuber talks about, that I'm telling you that you're going to have now, and you can use it in that situation. They're running you out the 3 line. They're trying to pinch you at the free throw line. What this move is going to do is it's going to take it's going to plant one foot really hard to the inside, and then it's going to spin away. And it's going to break the dude who's running you off the line, and it's going to put him in front of the guy in a direct path that's trying to close out to you from the right, and it's going to spin away from him, giving you space to create the shot and not allowing him to get to you. And if he gets through that and tries to double you, it's going to be a bad contest unless he's a pure lock. And if he's a pure lock doing that and committing that hard to you, you've now occupied 2 players and a lock. You've occupied a player and a lock. And if you can occupy a player and a lock, then, sir, you can get 20 assists a game doing that, if you can do that all game long. Go ahead and throw it to the guy that should be at the opposite wing of you. And that's a bucket. These are the 3 spin moves. These are how to do them, when to do them, that you get. These are not the only way to spin. This is all attacking from the top. This is if you're attacking from the top. There's plenty of ways to attack from the side, from the corners. There's a million ways, but I want to leave that to you to create that. Because all of the ways that I attack from the corner are the exact same way I attack from the top. It's still based off these 3 simple tenets, which are spin underneath, spin away to the 3, spin away right, left. All right? You spin back from somebody, you spin to the right of somebody, you spin underneath somebody. Those 3 basic things are how spin moves work in this game to get you open space to create. And Space Creator is included in that, and some of the animations don't give you Space Creator and break ankles. They just spin you away, and you still shoot those. You still shoot those, even if they don't break an ankle. You don't have to crack an ankle every time to take a shot. It doesn't work like that. But those are 3 basic ones. Counters off of that, the dribble back. If you're going hard one side, dribble back, and just like I said in the last video, you can reset your dribbling and go the other way now to either take a fade, a spin, or whatever. Just rounding out and not taking the spin move if they're expecting you to go backwards. Just keep going towards the basket. Take your layup, take your midi, take your spin inside, whatever. Take whatever. Yeah, I mean, those are 3 basic principles of how to do spins. That's the spin I use. It's the way I use it. You might use a different one. That's cool if you got a different one. But this one's going to get you 3s. It's going to get you inside of people for the middies. And it's really effective against comp in the rec, comp in the pro-am. In the park, it's effective too, one-on-one, getting you 3s. Most people don't guard it the way you need to anyways. And it's hard to double team in the park the way you need to. And yeah, next week's video should be step backs and all about the step back. And that's going to be my favorite video because that's my kill shot move.